Welcome everybody, Teleman. I got for you guys a video on the summoning key and how exactly did it end up in this place that we call Morgue City. But before we get into that, I want to mention that I wish everybody a happy new year and that 2015 was a great year for them. And I also want to thank my subscribers. And if you also want to be thanked, become a subscriber. But I want to thank my current subscribers for getting me to 100 plus subscribers just within, I believe, 3 months, or was it 4? No, I think it's 4 or 5 months now that I've been on YouTube, and oh my gosh, thank you for all the support. So without further delay, let's get into this. Now, let's first look on where the summoning key exactly is, and I want to point out the truck it is actually on. So we know what's in the box, but I want to go to a step bigger, the truck, which I will come back to. And so let's move on to the box anyway. So the box, let's actually look at this box real fast. Okay, so we see the box, it has a chain with a lock on it. And then I think that's probably just the person who bring it here probably was just trying to not let it not be stolen. So I'm not too sure that has any significance. Then we see on the box these different places, like these postages to different places. And let me just read you guys off all of them. So on the front we can see San Francisco, Paris, Brazil, and New York. On the right side we see China, Russia, Japan, and Japan. And on the left side we see Italy, Canada, and Macau. And actually this is on the back of the summoning key, trust me, but I could not get a clear image of the back of it, of the stickers on the back, so I went and got one of the octopus statues that we can see around the map that have the same exact stickers. Actually, I'm going to talk about the octopus statues in a little bit, but these ones are exactly the same. The back have the same exact stickers, so you guys are going to have to trust me on this one. But as you guys can see, I'll have the image up now, and it has London and this orange with a green stripe going through it, and I have no idea if that's a flag or something. I tried Google searching this place, but I'm not too sure if that's actually a thing. I couldn't find anything, but of course I didn't do that much research into it. But if you guys have any idea, or if you guys know what this place is, go ahead and tell me down in the comments. And of course, if you have any ideas why all these places are being shown in the first place, of course, down in the comments, because I am lost at this one. And then we can see at the top of it, we see Egypt. And what people have been speculating that Egypt is going to be map pack 2 or 3. And so I'm not too sure if that's exactly true, but that's another thing. So it only had one sticker on the top, so I'm not too sure what that is all about, the different amounts all over it. Next, of course I'm not going to forget the weird writing on it, and I think it's safe to assume that this is the Keeper's language, because it's tattooed on the Keepers. The fire that comes out of them is the Keeper's language, is the same exact language. It's coming out, if you follow them, you can actually see this language coming off of them, but not too sure why exactly that's happening. But back to what's important, I'm pretty sure this is the Keeper's language. I'll come back to this in a little bit, but I just want to mention it real fast. And we can move on from that, and I want to talk about the octopus statues now. So, like I said a while ago, they have all the same stickers, but they have one change, but of course they have the same Keeper language, same exact pattern written on them, but there's one difference between the two. Obviously the size, but that's not the one we're talking about. We're talking about it has an extra sticker on it. It is to Los Angeles. So why exactly did these things travel all to the same place, except the summoning key skipped Los Angeles? Why is that? If you guys have any ideas why, down in the comments. And Los Angeles, I have no idea why exactly, why these ones would go to Los Angeles, but not the other one, but not the summoning key. So I'm stumped at that one too, but I'm just talking about the key, what's the key, or the key is at first. Now, let's talk about when we actually break open the box. So right away we can see the summoning key itself, but we see something even more interesting. We see the summoning key is covered in Apothicon writing. Now, like I said, there was keeper language all over the box. So maybe this summoning key was actually owned, or they had it before. Yeah, it was probably owned by the Apothicon, might have been even made by the Apothicon, and but the keeper stole it from them, and they put it in and like sealed it away inside this box, I guess. But it would be pretty weird. I'm not sure exactly how they would do that. Now it's time for some theory time. And now I want you guys to listen to this phone that we hear inside Shadows of Evil. It's a pretty interesting one. It's about the reporter, so I'll let you guys listen in real fast.
Hey, Mr. Rapt. So I tracked down all the people you asked me to look into. I sent you a telegram with all their details, all their contact numbers. But I gotta be honest, I'm getting nervous. These last 6 months you've had me working like a low-rent private dick, when really I just want to be a reporter. It's not that I'm ungrateful. I know the checks you've given me have been more than generous for services rendered. It's just all this stuff you've had me do. Tracking down ancient artifacts in the South Pacific, finding all these strange metals and rocks in Russia. And still, I haven't even met you face to face. I'm sorry, Mr. Rapt. I think maybe the mood in the city is getting to me a little. Making me nervous. Antsy. Anyway, I'm looking forward to you finally getting here.
Okay, so the things I want you to remember from this is that he is talking to Mr. Rat, and that Mr. Rat is going to come down and finally meet him. And then the last thing I want you to remember is the ancient artifact that he had him looking for in the South Pacific. So let's actually think of who Mr. Rat is. So Mr. Rat, it could possibly be Richtofen or the Shadow Man, because like I said, remember that he said he was coming down, and let's think who arrived after, at least that we know arrived after these conversations. Obviously, the Shadow Man showed up, and Richtofen showed up at the end of the Easter egg. And if the ancient artifact in the South Pacific is a summoning key, it could possibly be that truck I was talking about earlier is the reporter's truck, and he bring it down with him. And now they're meeting up. He's meeting up with Mr. Rat, who is possibly Richtofen or the Shadow Man, and they were going to get it from him in these weird ways. Now, if it was a Shadow Man, the problem is that he probably started this zombie apocalypse thing because he couldn't actually get into this dimension. That's probably the problem, because he didn't have the summoning key, so he couldn't freely travel through the dimension. So he had to make a tear in the universes where he can actually get into this place where the summoning key is. Same thing with Richtofen. He could have been waiting for the Shadow Man to do this. He set it up. He could have been the one who went and told that guy to bring it there, and he saw, because he also asked about the characters, and he knew that they would. That's why he was asking about them, because I couldn't think of any other reason why he'd be asking about them. That he needed them to stop the Shadow Man and to go and steal it, and then he could go take it from them in the end. So I have no idea if you guys have any other ideas. Tell me down in the comments. And oh my gosh, if this one's true, that'd be so cool. But like I said, I hope you guys like the video, and don't forget to actually like it if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome zombies content. And tell me what you guys think of this theory. It's kind of a weird one. I'm not too sure. I don't know about it. It seems pretty. It has some evidence, I can tell you that much. And so, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.